Hi guys, welcome to Memo's Tutorials. We are continuing revising our November 2015 biology paper 1. So question 21 and 22, the answers you'll find them in the on the comment section. We'll start on with question 23 today, which says which substances are excreted by both the kidney and the skin. We know we don't excrete urea through our skin. It's just water and salt, right? So at number 23 we will have our answer as A. Number 23, water and salts is C. Sorry, water and salts is C. Number 24 it says which part of the brain is responsible for voluntary control. That's the cerebellum, which is part B. The cerebellum is the one for voluntary actions. And then number 25 says, how does adrenaline affect the heartbeat and liver when a person is frightened? When you get frightened, you are prepared to fight, right, or run away. So your heartbeat increases and your liver will convert your glycogen to glucose so that you can have enough glucose as you, even when you breathing of someone who is frightened, you breathe fast like so when you breathe faster like that, you need a lot of glucose for your respiration to take place, right? Number 26 says chemicals in tobacco smoke cause the breakdown of elastic tissues in the walls of the alveoli. Remember, the alveoli are the air sacs. So what is the name of this condition? It's emphysema. Emphysema is the one that has got irritation of the alveolar walls, right? And then they end up bursting. So number 26, it's B. So number 27 says in plants, fertilization can be defined as fusion of the what? So it's the fusion of the pollen grain with the ovule. The pollen grain and the ovules. The pollen grains are the male sex organs of the plant, and the ovules are the female sex organs of the female plant, right? So our 27, the most appropriate answer is C. Number 28 says which structures develop from the ovule and ovary after fertilization. So the ovules, they develop into a seed, the ovaries, they become a fruit. So number 28 is C. Number 29, we are having an Irish potato and they are asking us which row correctly identifies the organ from which the plant developed and its features. So an Irish potato develops from a stem, and the features is an underground and swollen stem, right? So number 29 is a C. Number 30 says which row correctly describes the features of mammalian female gametes as compared to male gametes. So the size of an ovum, the size of an egg, is actually larger than the size of the sperms. So the size, it has to be larger. Mobility, it's non-mortal. Your eggs, they are not mortal. They cannot swim like the sperms do. And the number of eggs produced, they are fewer. You don't produce a million of eggs like how sperms are produced, right? Making our answer for number 30 to be B. Larger, non-mortal, and fewer. Our number 31, question 31 says the diagram shows changes in the concentration of estrogen and progesterone during the human menstrual cycle. And the question says when is ovulation taking place in the cycle? What we know that soon after ovulation has taken place, our levels of progesterone, they increase. So we are going to choose C as the most appropriate answer. That's when ovulation takes place. When ovulation takes place, your levels of progesterone, they start increasing. So we'll choose C then. The reason for increasing progesterone levels is to maintain the uterus lining just in case fertilization takes place, right? Question 32 says what is the direction of blood flow in the umbilical artery and what does it carry in high concentrations? So the umbilical artery carries blood towards the placenta, and this blood, it is carrying carbon dioxide and excretory products. Remember, your baby is fed, the fetus is fed by the umbilical vein. The umbilical vein is the one that carries the oxygen and food towards the baby. The umbilical artery takes the waste materials from the baby to the placenta, right? So number 32 is a D. Number 33 says that which row correctly shows features of a bacteria. Bacteria, they do have cell walls, they do have cytoplasm, and they also have nuclear materials. So number 33 is C. Question 33, it's C. And number 34, it gives us a list of microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, and fungi. And it says which organisms have both pathogenic and saprophytic roles. Pathogens, they are disease causing, right? They cause diseases. So all of them, they can be pathogens, but saprophytic roles now simply means that they feed by absorption, and viruses, they don't do that. So our answer is 2 and 3, which is the bacteria and fungi. So 34, it's D. Number 35, in human beings, the allele for tongue rolling is capital letter R. The dominant means that's the dominant, right? And the non-rolling is recessive R, which is the small letter R. So the phenotype of a certain family, we are told that the father is a tongue roller. He is a tongue roller. The mother is a non-roller. The first child is a roller. The second child is a non-roller. So now they are asking us the genetic material. So when they say genotype, they are simply asking you the genetic material of the first child and the one of the second child, respectively. So when someone is a non-roller, it simply means that they are having two recessive genes, right? Non-roller is the small letter R's that they have. And then the roller, it's either they are having capital letter R's, two of them, or one capital letter R and small letter r. Capital letter R is dominant, so it's the one that we're going to see on the outside. So the most appropriate answer for question 35 is A. Am I right? What are the genotypes of first and second child, respectively? So the first child is heterozygous tongue roller, and the second child is a non-roller, so it means it's small letter R's. The reason why the first child is capital letter R and small letter R is because the mother brought in the small letter R, the father is coming in with the capital letter R, right? So number 35 is A. Number 36, when they say in evolution, what is the meaning of the fittest in the phrase survival of the fittest? So it simply means survival of the most suited organisms. So number 36 is A. It has nothing to do about being strong, aggressive, and reproductive. Most reproductive. It's the most suited, because if you are most suited, it means that you can be able to survive. You can be able to reproduce and all the stuff. Which diagram shows the pyramid of numbers for the following food chain with cabbage, aphids, and ladybug? So this one, you might have one cabbage, a lot of aphids, and a lot of ladybugs. So I would choose C to be the most appropriate one. We can have one head of cabbage, a lot of aphids, and a lot of ladybugs feeding on the aphids. I'm sure you have seen that just one leaf of a vegetable can have quite a lot of aphids, a lot of them. Ladybugs, I can't even mention. So number 37, C is the most appropriate. And number 38, the carbon cycle. And the question says, which process involves the transfer of inorganic carbon compounds? Inorganic carbon compounds, when we look at number 1, it's decomposition, so it's the carbon dioxide going back to the atmosphere. Number 6 is also carbon dioxide going to the atmosphere, so we will rule out number 1 and 6. So now we are remaining with 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 2 is carbon dioxide from animals going to decomposers. Number 3 is carbon dioxide from plants going to animals. And number 4 is carbon dioxide from plants going to decomposers. Do we have 2, 3, 4? No, we don't have 2, 3, 4, but we've got 1, 2, 4. We ruled out number 1. So let's check 2, 4, 5. 5 is carbon dioxide from the atmosphere going to the plants. So 5 will be the most appropriate one there. So we can take number 38B, because 6 now, it's the carbon dioxide now going back to the atmosphere. So I don't see it as a transfer of inorganic carbon compounds, right? So now number 39, so number 38 we said let's work with B. Number 39 says, what are the effects of clearing large areas of rainforest? Guys, number 1 is the most crucial one. Global warming will also have less rainfall and less oxygen in the atmosphere. Remember, the plants are the ones that breathe in carbon dioxide and bring oxygen as their byproduct, right? And then number 40, it says 2 factors which are responsible for population decrease are deaths and emigration. Deaths, dying; emigration, people moving from animals or organisms moving from where they are going to other places. These, they cause a decrease in population. So you feel free to send your comments on the comment section. In case we have made mistakes, you can correct us on the comment section. If you are benefiting from this, please don't forget to subscribe and to like our channel, as well as sharing it to others.